Okay, so a lot of times when we practice, we wind up getting our fingers twisted in a certain section or even just flubbing a couple notes here and there. The only way to get consistent at music and consistently play all of the right notes is to do some focus practice. I know it's very difficult to do the same thing over and over, especially when we're going slowly, but it is the only way to build that consistency in music. So here's what we're going to do. Let's play the very first section, measures 1 through 8, and we're going to go nice and slow, slower than we normally would go. And we're going to do it several times in a row, just so that we can get really consistent without flubbing any notes. The beginning of the Gavotte. I'm going to say 1, 2, and we're in on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Keep going. Good, we're going to do that all again. I know it's slow, but slow practice is the best because then we can really concentrate and get all those notes correctly. That builds habits. It builds muscle memory in your fingers. From the beginning again. 1, 2. We're going to do it 2 more times and then I'll have you pause the video. You can do it a couple of times on your own or back up the video and do it again. So 2 more times with me. 1, 2. One last time, here we go. Okay, awesome. Now, I want you to do that at least 3 more times on your own without me. Check your wrist. Make sure your wrist is nice and relaxed. Just push pause, or you can back it up and do that again with me. All right, then once you're done with that, we're going to go on to the next section at measure 9. We're only doing this part mostly for the counting on those dotted quarter notes. So we're going to go nice and slow and then make sure we're counting those dotted quarter notes. So we're coming in the middle of measure 8 on beat 3. 1, 2. 3 and 4 and 1, 2. 3 and 4 and a 1, 2. 3, 4 and a 1, 2. Good, we're going to do that again. Same place. Middle measure 8. 1, 2. 3 and 4 and a 1, 2. 3 and 4 and a 1, 2. Good. Do that again. Same thing. Measure 8. Middle of measure 8. 1, 2. 3 and 4. Good. One more time with me. 1, 2. Good. Now play that a few more times on your own. Go ahead and push pause on the video here. Okay, now next I want to do the transition going into measure 20 and 21, that transition in there. Now remember, the most important thing is that we keep the tempo the same. So we're going to go nice and slow at first, and then we can speed it up to our tempo 100, which is where we're going to be playing the whole thing, and then maybe eventually even up to 120. Okay, so here's where I want to start at measure 18. Actually, let's take it to measure 16. Measure 16, right in the middle, coming in on beat 3. I'll say 1, 2. We're in on the third beat of measure 16. 1, 2. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Lift, 2, 3. Good, so we don't even have to go all the way down that scale. We just need to practice this transition. We're going to do that again for measure 16. That down, lift, down is very fast. So make sure you do up, down, lift, down. Now I'm keeping the tempo all the way steady, all the way through for now. We can add that little ritardando. It's poco, just little ritardando once we get the hang of everything going the same tempo. All right, 16, measure 16 coming in on beat 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Now we know if we're going to make it a habit, we want to do it 3 times in a row without making a mistake. If you make a mistake, go back and do it again. Measure 16, right in the middle. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Good again, measure 16. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Good, so make sure your down, lift, down is fast enough that you get that second down bow on beat 2. Okay, we're going to do that again. This time we're going to keep going nice and slow still. Remember, the best way to practice to make all your notes consistent, in other words, to eliminate those little mistakes that you don't do every time, but those imperfections, those little notes here and there that we miss, we just want to go slower. That's the best way to practice our consistency without hitting wrong notes, to go slow and repetition. All right, measure 16, we're going to do that transition all the way into the next section, nice and slow. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and... Awesome, we know the end is just like the beginning. If you're missing notes in this section, go back and use the video or practice just a little part at a time. Make sure you do your focus practice also in measure 22. When you do your 3, extend 4 and then scooch back your 4. 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. Do that several times in a row here for this section. And the rest of it is really sounding great. Awesome. Keep up the good work. Don't forget to do this focus practice. It's so important.